It's a fair question to ask, what's the practical path forward for advancing this issue in Australia from here? And for the Coalition, we still deeply care about the ability of people of faith to be able to live according to their beliefs, to express those beliefs without fear of being hauled before tribunals or dismissed from their jobs or refused service. And we care a lot about schools and other educational institutions being able to flourish according to their ethos, acknowledging the fact that parents right across this country vote with their feet, knowing that they are acting in the best interests of their child's particular needs when they do so. We're all about keeping that parental choice and that place for faith in our community. But as we've observed recently, the approach that we took wasn't able to get the support of the House of Representatives in the way that was hoped. So where do we go to from here? It's still a principle that we're fighting for, and we hope that post this election, the composition of the House of Representatives will be such that we can start again. From my personal perspective, I've always had a view that the Religious Discrimination Bill, while good, represented a second best way to solve this problem. What people of faith are dealing with all the time really is having overzealous weapons in state and federal discrimination acts that protect other attributes directed against them and used to silence them or restrict them from being able to manifest their beliefs. To my mind, that's the real problem, and the opportunity we have here is to build a case, you and me and our broader community together, for why they are ultimately harmful weapons to have in those other acts, and to wind them back over time so we can work towards an approach to this issue that's much more based on civil society, much more based not on the ability of individuals to identify attributes by which they should be protected, but rather encouraging all of us to accept our many differences and better get on the same page when it comes to accepting one another in our many and varied forms, rather than demanding that one another affirm our life choices. That, I think, is the opportunity that comes from this, but I hope you will feel really very comfortable that the decisions we've made, even when things have been down to the wire, have always been about making sure religious people got a better deal, not a worse one, and that it remains something we're prepared to fight for into the future.